Death is an inevitable part of life, and throughout history, people have found unique and sometimes bizarre ways to honor their deceased loved ones. From grandiose displays of wealth to peculiar rituals, funerals have taken on many forms across cultures and time periods. In this video, we'll embark on a journey through history to count down the top 5 weirdest funerals ever recorded. Kicking off our list at number 5 is the funeral of William the Conqueror, the formidable Norman king who conquered England in 1066. You might expect a king's funeral to be a grand and dignified affair, but William's was anything but. As his body was being lowered into the tomb, it was discovered that the space was too small to accommodate his corpse. In a desperate attempt to force the body into the tomb, the attendants pushed and shoved, causing William's body to burst open. The church was filled with a foul odor, and the ceremony quickly descended into chaos. It's safe to say that William's final farewell was a royal disaster. Next up, at number 4, we have the funeral of Frederick Bower, the inventor of the iconic Pringles can. Bower was so proud of his creation that he made an unusual request for his final resting place. He asked that his ashes be buried in none other than a Pringles can. His family honored his wish, and Bower was laid to rest in the very container he had dedicated his life to designing. Talk about taking your work to the grave. I guess you could say Bower went out with a satisfying crunch. At number 3, we have the unforgettable funeral of the eccentric journalist and author Hunter S. Thompson. Known for his wild lifestyle, unconventional approach to journalism, and his love for firearms, Thompson's funeral was a true reflection of his larger-than-life persona. In accordance with his wishes, Thompson's ashes were loaded into fireworks shells and fired from a 153-foot tower shaped like a giant fist clutching a peyote button. The funeral was attended by celebrities, including Johnny Depp and Senator John Kerry, and featured a spectacular fireworks display synchronized to music. It was a send-off that truly embodied Thompson's spirit: explosive, unconventional, and unforgettable. Coming in at number 2 is the funeral of Andre the Giant, the legendary professional wrestler and actor known for his gentle giant persona. Andre's immense size, standing at over 7 feet tall and weighing over 500 pounds, posed a unique challenge when it came to his funeral arrangements. A custom-built casket was required to accommodate his remains, and due to its sheer size, it couldn't fit inside a traditional hearse. Instead, Andre's casket was transported to the cemetery on a flatbed truck, drawing crowds of onlookers along the way. It was a funeral that truly reflected the magnitude of Andre's presence, both in life and in death. Taking the top spot on our list of the weirdest funerals in history is the funeral of Screaming Lord Sutch, the British musician and founder of the official monster raving loony party. Sutch was known for his outrageous stage persona and his penchant for the bizarre. True to his character, Sutch's funeral was a spectacle like no other. Mourners arrived dressed in wild costumes, from leopard print suits to giant top hats. Sutch's coffin was transported in a vintage Rolls-Royce hearse, followed by a New Orleans-style jazz band playing lively tunes. The funeral procession wound through the streets of London, drawing curious onlookers and creating an atmosphere of joyful celebration rather than somber mourning. It was a fitting tribute to a man who embraced the unconventional and lived life to the fullest. Before we conclude our countdown, let's take a moment to acknowledge a few honorable mentions that just missed the cut. There's the funeral of Sandra West, a Beverly Hills socialite who was buried in her beloved Ferrari, and the funeral of Bela Lugosi, the iconic actor known for his portrayal of Dracula, who was laid to rest in his signature Dracula cape. From burst corpses to Pringles cans, from fireworks displays to jazz processions, the weirdest funerals in history serve as a reminder that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to honoring the dead. These unconventional send-offs celebrate the individuality and eccentricities of those who have passed, proving that even in death, people's personalities and passions can shine through. If you found this journey through history's strangest funerals captivating, be sure to subscribe to our channel Ancient to Now for more tales of the extraordinary. And if you have any stories of weird funerals or unusual send-offs, leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep embracing the weird and wonderful, and remember, life is too short to be ordinary.